in May, a couple of decades ago, I was riding on a bike's back instead of horseback. Bikes, motorbike, the engine is pumping and my heart is beating. When I pull the handle of the bike, the engine is pumping and accelerating. Oh, my heart is accordingly beating with the engine. It's like I feel connected to my bike. Oh, I like it. And wheel is moving. My two wheel, front and back, two wheels are moving when I pulling the handle, and I moving through the air. The breathing air is touching my face, my skin, and I feel the air. It's like flying through the air. I liked it. I love the bike, on the bike's back. It was a couple of decades ago, and before that, I had to be on the sea for 3 months for a cruise training tasks. And after 3 months on the sea, I had to stay in a ship. It was like a prison state when the sea is open, wide, and vast, liquid states around, and I'm standing on a steel base on the ship, and they say it's ship, and it's like prison state. I cannot go outside of this boundary. And finished that cruise training. I stationed in Jine. Then after I on some allowances, I bought a bike. At that time, the movie was so prevalent at the time. Tom Cruise and Top Gun, and he's riding a bike. I like to buy a bike and ride it. So I decided to buy a bike, 125cc, and it was like sitting like this.
Could you one more time?
Okay. Bike.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bike rider. And my helmet was from chin to skull because I was riding very hard. If you know the movie, the skeleton and the bone guy and with a fire, and he's riding a bike, and I was like that bike. I'm not the Tom Cruise kind of guy. So I decided to travel from Jine to Incheon because I was bachelor at the time and single, nowhere to go but to my parents. So I decided to go to Incheon, my hometown. One night, 2 days, I was okay, and spent my whole vacation with my parents and my friends there in Incheon. And it was time to go back to my station. So I decided to drive my bike, not my horse, my bike down to Jine. This time was not okay. I was accelerating and I was so proud of doing this. I'm proud of being me driving on a bike's back. Down there around Jocheon area, I had an accident. It was downslope. I was so excited to have a speed, and I also accelerated. Step on a excel, and I exceeded the speed that I can control. At the end of the downslope, I have to turn right, but I failed to do that. You know, the two-wheel bike had to be balanced with my weight, and I squeezed my balance to the right, but I can see the yellow line on my left. Beyond that yellow line, I saw a four-wheel car's wheel. And at that moment, I recognized that I'm going to die anyway. And in this state, I'm going to be under the car, and my physical status will be scratched under the vehicle. At that moment, I'm going to die anyway. I decided to stand up and bang on the car. Bang against the car. And the first impact was on my left knee. And I forgot the moment. And my second impact was on the ground. And between that first and second impact, where have I been? After the second impact, my knee was open, and I had to collect my bones scattered around and put it back. And I could touch my bone, and I can see open scar here, and I can see everything inside of the skin here.
You could see.
I could see, I could touch. And I felt nothing on my bone except my skin and muscle. Then collecting every bone pieces and then put it back. And I was on a hospital, stayed for a couple of months, and I can stand now. And I was questioning my situation there between the first and second impact. Where have I been? I have been dead for a couple of seconds, and I could figure I was dead. And you know what? At that moment, first and second impact, boom, bang, then on the ground. It was nice.
Nice.
It was nice. Perfectly nice. I'd like to go back there again. So my existential physicality, which is my body, is flying above the car.
Up the
Above.
Up the car, okay, up the car. And it's flying, and I could see everything around 360 degrees.
40 degree.
No. I'm not a dove and not a pigeon. I could see 360 degrees, and there was no time, no space. I was omnipotential at the time. I'd like to go back there again.
We're gonna go back again.
Yeah.
Only that moment.
So the impact was so powerful that I had to be splitted for a while, and I don't know what it is, but I like that stage. I'd like to go back there. You like to join me? Let's go to bike. Let's go to bike. Motorbike. You like to join me?
You still have one?
Yeah?
You still have one bike?
After that accident, I bought another bike, and then I changed it to a four-wheel fashion. And I had another accident. I'm going to tell you in another speech. Okay, thank you. Back to Toastmaster. Me again.